Hello everyone and welcome! In this video we're starting the first part of a two-part series all about transferring printed images onto wood. Whether it's a photo or a drawing, black and white or color, you'll see how to bring those images to life on a wooden surface. What makes this process exciting is that it works with both laser and inkjet printers, meaning you can try it at home with whatever printer you have. Across this series we'll explore 9 different transfer techniques. In this first part, we're focusing on 4 fast and easy methods that give surprisingly good results if done with care. None of them offer perfect quality, but the speed and simplicity make them great for beginners or quick DIY projects. Let's jump in and discover how to turn simple prints into beautiful wooden art. Method 1. For this method, we will need acetone. First, an important note that applies to all the technical methods I'll show. Most laser printers have toner saving mode enabled by default. If you turn it off, your prints will be darker and the results much better. If you've never used this function, try looking for it in your printer settings. We take a black and white image printed on plain paper using a regular laser printer. And here's another important note. Before printing, the image must be mirrored. In my previous video, I said it must be flipped horizontally. But in reality, it doesn't matter. It can be flipped horizontally or vertically. The point is to mirror it. Otherwise, the transferred image will come out reversed. Place the image face down on the wood and fix it in place, at least on one side, using painter's tape. Apply acetone over the entire printed area. And of course, remember safety precautions. If you're working indoors, make sure the room is well ventilated. Even so, I highly recommend wearing a respirator, preferably like this one. Or better yet, work outdoors if possible. Then take a firm elastic material. A kid's play mat works great. And press it over the paper. Press down firmly every centimeter, covering the whole image area. If you find a more convenient or effective way to press, feel free to share in the comments. Acetone evaporates quickly, so during the process you might need to refresh it once or twice. Even though I was very thorough, it still only took about 5 minutes. Despite being a fast method, it gives quite a good result. Some toner stays on the paper. But this is compensated by turning off the toner saving mode. So the final image is pretty contrasty. You can absolutely use this method for transferring simple outlines and similar work. So many comments said, "You can just iron the image on. It's much easier." By the way, here's another important note. In all the examples you'll see, I'm using sanded and dust-free plywood. The cleaner and smoother the surface, the better the transfer result. Technical methods like this are very sensitive to surface quality. If you can't properly dust the surface, at least use a brush to clean it well. Just like in the first method, we place the image face down and fix it with painter's tape. Since wood and paper can warp from heat, I suggest taping the long edge, which helps reduce distortion. The toner melts at around 180 degrees. But I don't know which temperature setting that corresponds to. I just set the iron to maximum, and that works fine. Start by heating the entire paper well, especially around the taped area. Move the iron from the taped edge outward. The tricky part is that the iron doesn't press flatly onto the wood surface. So I alternate between heating the area and pressing down. First, I glide the flat surface of the iron over the paper to keep the toner melted. Then I tilt the iron slightly and use its rounded edge to press the toner into the wood. This creates high pressure on a small spot. However, each pass only presses a narrow strip, so you must keep moving across the whole image. Since you can't see the results immediately, it's best to go over each area multiple times just in case. After a few minutes, the toner may have stuck to the wood so well that the paper tears when removed. That's not too hard to deal with, but the real issue is that the results are uneven. Some areas transfer well, others not so much. Still, this is a viable technical method. Even if the transfer isn't perfect, the outlines are visible. And you don't need to use acetone. And if you take your time and press more thoroughly, you can achieve better quality. Alright friends, in this video I showed you two simple yet practical image transfer methods using acetone and an iron. But that's just the beginning. There are 3 more techniques coming up, some even easier and some with nearly professional results. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss part 2. Feel free to leave your thoughts or questions in the comments. See you soon!